Krishna will come on his own sweet will. So long as one is maintaining this proud attitude, somehow we are hanging on to the false conception of our own importance in relation to Krishna, in relation to the spiritual master, in our relation to others, not realizing how infinitesimal, how insignificant we are. That Krishna is not obligated to come. So that puffed up attitude causes us to commit offenses. We start evaluating that how much devotional service we perform, and therefore how much service and how much surrender we can avoid. You see, and that is our pitfall. That is our downfall. So we should never think that we are indispensable in Krishna's service. In fact, it mentions that sometimes devotees get elevated to the platform of bhava. Bhava platform is when one is crying, tears are coming in the eyes, hairs are standing on end, asasatika bhav is manifested. He's completely, continuously engaged in devotional service. In that position, Krishna, he may keep him waiting for 1,000 births without appearing, without bringing him, relishing the desire of the devotee to come to him. He sometimes may even walk up to the devotee and just stand next to him. And the devotee can smell the aroma on his body and go mad, looking, where is Krishna? What is this? Sometimes Krishna may even touch the devotee without appearing. Of course, that is a very elevated platform. The point is, what attitude should the devotee take? This is important because we have to avoid offenses. Sometimes devotees ask, why is it I'm chanting for 3 years, I'm trying so hard, I'm not getting any taste for chanting, I don't see what is in this Krishna conscious movement. Well, another person, he chants for 1 day, immediately he's getting a taste. And it's not that anyone chants 3 years, they got no taste. It's just at that moment the person is in Maya. The reason why someone doesn't get a taste is because they commit offenses. Because they are not understanding how to avoid offenses. They're not obeying the instructions of the spiritual master, or they're criticizing Vaishnavas, or they're criticizing the scripture, or they're committing sinful act on the strength of chanting, or they're thinking that Krishna and the demigods are the same, or they're putting their own imagination, ideas in the holy name, not knowing that Krishna and the holy name are not different, or they're preaching fanatically to unfaithful people, not seeing how it's turning them away from Krishna, or they're thinking this is like some type of pious activity to go to Swargaloka, and so on and so forth. So as a result, they're not getting taste. You see, that is not anyone's fault but their own fault. That is their own negligence. There was a devotee who had committed an offense to Lord Chaitanya's devotees. And when he went to see Lord Chaitanya said, I will not see him anymore. You do not bring him before me. I do not want to see his face who has committed such an offense. And so that devotee, he was very much frustrated to understand that he could not see Lord Chaitanya. So he was feeling so bad that I am not able to see Lord Chaitanya, that he begged, so when will I be able to see Lord Chaitanya again? And Lord Chaitanya sent a message out after 1 crore of births. After 10 million births you can see me. And when that devotee heard that you can see Lord Chaitanya after 10 million births, he started jumping and shouting, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur, Hari Bol! I thought I would never be able to see Lord Chaitanya again. That he had put great hope. He thought that never again will I see Lord Chaitanya. And when he had only 10 million births, that sometime I'm going to see Lord Chaitanya. He saw it so filled with jubilation.